Quiet. Okay, Moo. Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. I won't stay long. I just had some things on my mind today. Location is in the background, so give me just 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Location over there on this phone. You can.
Hello.
Oh, you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone.
Yes, say it. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good job, David. Okay, guys. So I won't hold you guys long today. I just want to come up here and I want to talk about what we experienced for the last two games with the Chicago Sky. Also, I wanted to talk about the players a little bit and to continue to uplift Angel Reese, through the sunshine, through the rain, of what she's going through, and at the same time while she's still playing basketball. So our first two games were rough. Um, I think having two blowout games back to back. A lot of fans have mixed emotions. Some fans have mixed emotions. Some fans keep it real. Some fans it's exhausting to see your team go through two blowouts like that, and then for them to broadcast it, saying that we're negative 60 and we're the worst starting out team in the WNBA. We do have our new coach, Tyler Marsh. I can't really speak on Tyler Marsh too much because it's just the first two games. I am a Teaspoon fan. We miss Teaspoon, and we would have loved to see her have another chance this year. But we have a new coach, and we have new players that were added to our team. And I think from what I've seen for the last two games is that we really have to come together as a team, and we have to work together. But we also don't know what kind of rotations is going on. I think for the first two games, he's trying to figure it out. The rotations are a little bit different. I noticed that, Angel and Camilla are sitting at the same time. I don't think that's, a good idea for your two bigs to be sitting down at the same time. If you got to switch them out, that's fine. But hey, I'm not a coach. I can't tell a coach how to coach, and we just got to see what plays out. But we also, at the same time, have to keep it real. So, my community out in the community, they kept it real with the show last night. They didn't sugarcoat it. They said what they had to say. They broke it down, and at the same time, I was allowed to go up there and to speak as far as what my opinion of what I feel like Angel is going through and what she's facing, and how it's playing into her game. And we as a society have to know that the mental health of a player has to come first before the player can really play their game. And we don't know if they have that chance or the opportunity to go on breaks or to deal with it outside of there. It's still her job. She has to show up. And if she feel like she's strong enough to show up, she's doing that. And I think that's great. I also think that we got to remember that players are going to have rainy games and they're going to have sunshine games. Not all games are going to be perfect. Or whatever, but I think enough of that was discussed on the KSOC community. And the reason why I wanted to come up here today, I really wanted to touch on we cannot, as a society, put a box, put people in a box when it comes to trauma. You know what I'm saying? And when you are in a basketball world and outside of the basketball world, you experience the hate and the racism and all, you can't catch a break type of thing that you're going through. I think that we got to remember that, Angel is human. She's going to go through stuff, and it's not going to be healed overnight. It's not going to be healed when man wants it to be healed. She's going to have her time as she's healing. She's playing what she loves. She's doing what she loves. And she's an outspoken person. So I think that if, she's too overwhelmed, she will let somebody know. I think that you can tell that it is overwhelming to her. You can see it. Anybody will be overwhelmed if they had to go through this over and over again. And it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You're constantly being crucified, in the eyes of people. Not the fans or whatever, but, just people that just feel like they can do that they can, speak on someone so negatively that they, it bothers them, that it hits them. When you start, it's okay to critique a person. It's okay to give your opinion. It's okay to break stuff down because we are not perfect, right? But when it gets to the point where you're attacking a person just for being confident in themselves, just for believing in themselves, just for having a genuine heart. And no, we don't all know her as personal fans or whatever, but we know her as the actress as we see her. And when you got all the players, the several players up here that speak up for her, everybody's not telling their story. It shows, it shows her actions and what she's doing. Actions speak louder than words. We can say a lot of things about our players, but we know that actions speak, louder than words. And I'm not going to recognize you in 411 because I'm better than that. And you can just leave this chat because we're not gonna attack Angel. We're not gonna condemn Angel because we don't have that right and we don't have that privilege. Hey, Miss D. Yeah, Miss D. I started to go live today. I didn't even know I was gonna go live, Miss D. I'm going live because it was just bothering me about Angel. I know that she's going through something, and hey, big girl. I know that she's going through something, and I know yesterday we've never seen Angel ever play like that. It'll be a difference if we saw Angel do this time and time and time again. But we also gotta realize if we want our players to win, if we want our players to reach the next level, when they are being attacked and it has to deal with their thought process, their mental process or whatever, we have to give them grace the same way we're allowed grace. And I just think that a lot of people just want her to move quick and just get over it. No, it doesn't work that way. Who are we to dictate somebody's trauma? Who are we to dictate what somebody's going through and what the time frame that they should get over it, or it's okay, or whatever she's working through, you need to hurry up and just straight up do what she gotta do. But we can't be like that. We can't expect that. She's not a robot. She's not a robot. She's human, and we gotta realize that when things happen like that, it'll be a difference if she wasn't going through all of this at the same time while she's playing her game. Thank you, big girl. I appreciate that. Yeah, every time she has a bad game, they jump her. And what triggered me to really come out here, it's been on my heart. So I did put her in, the whole Chicago team in prayer. I put her in prayer too because, the actions, we're watching her. I know, big girl, but you know what? We're going to ignore that because we can't, if we keep feeding into a big girl, I'm going to be on the throne every night for Angel. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can't be on the throne every night, but I'm just saying, like, if we keep letting it get to us, our reactions are gonna be just like theirs, right? And I know, big girl. I know it. Look, I was watching and watching. And I was like, you know what? Because on our feeds, on social media, our feeds and stuff like that, you got stuff to pop up. She's not saying anything. She's not popping up because she knows what she's going through. She knows yesterday was a rainy day, rainy game for her. And Camilla too. People are missing the point. There is something going on in Chicago sky with our twin towers and Michaela. Maybe they maybe as you're going through the growing process and you're playing different positions, you just want to get it right then and there. And it hasn't worked out for you just yet, but nobody want to allow you the time for it to work out, and yeah, we want these jumpers, we want these layups, we want all this kind of stuff. But we gotta start with that mindset first. What are we gonna do if Angel and Camilla and whoever else is hurting on that team, or where it could be personal, it could be something that with Miller that's not attached to the game. We don't know, but we're so quick to judge on their not you guys, not exact community, because you can critique and keep it real at the same time. That's not what I'm saying. So we're good on that part. I'm just over here. I'm the nurturing corner. I want to uplift these women. I'm tired of the attacks on these women. They're gonna learn. They're in a learning process. They're like 21, 20. They're in the early 20s, guys. Look how long. Some of us, we're still learning as adults, and they act like she is the first. If they go back in history, if they do their research, Angel and Camilla are not the only two players that have had bad games. Take it back to Candace Parker. Take it back to Asia Wilson. Take it back to all the great players. They have had their rainy days when it comes to basketball. But because it's a confident young lady that is not backing down for nothing, people are upset with her. Not just that, they just don't like her for no reason. And that's what wrong with society. They will like you for no apparent reason. You ain't even got to do nothing. It doesn't matter if she does good. It doesn't matter if she needs to work on stuff. It's just too much. And everybody wanna critique her 24/7. She does not get a. Yeah, can you get him out of here? I thought Big Girl did. He came back. I hope. Did I do that right? Yeah, big girl, but they're not gonna talk about that. Let's talk about last year, how the Fever lost all those games. Sorry guys, my daughter and them, they're finally getting a new car. Their car was just finished or whatever, and she dinging on my on my live. So I thank God for that. But yeah, they're not gonna talk about that, big girl. They're not gonna talk about last year, how the teams, some of the teams, started off in the way that Chicago Sky is. Imagine how they feeling. They know they out there acting up. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to be double team and triple team, and not in the way with. Listen, guys. I'm not talking about the critiquing. I'm not talking about us keeping it real as fans. We know how our team played. We know what our team did yesterday. We watched it twice, back to back. So for me, and for what I believe in, I didn't just pray for Angel. I prayed for the whole team. Not a selfish prayer that, I just want my team to win every day. The same grace and mercy that God gives us every day through our trials and tribulations, I ask that He gives it to them. And I love the Chicago Sky because I love Angel Reese and Camilla and Michaela. And I'm getting to know the rest of the team. HBL is new, so we really can't be hard on her. Yeah, let me okay. Let me hold on, big girl. Huh? Casey. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you some where your treat. You want your did you get your treat?
Yeah.
Okay, you in the room?
Yeah.
On my phone? You want a special treat? Okay, big girl, you can come up. Oh, you want a mod? You said make you a mod. I thought you were coming up. Sorry, big girl. I don't know how to, big girl. Hold on, I'm gonna have to ask Casey out that one. How to make you a mod? Let me see, big girl. Okay, big girl. Look, tonight, I'll ask. Well, I'll text. Yeah. Is D coming up? Okay.
Hey.
Big girl, I'll text.
Yeah, I need a mod too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all some mod. I forgot about that, big girl.
Sometimes
Oh,
you
you
get
drive,
these
big girl
trolls.
driving.
Yeah. And guess what? I just realized that you came up after I left. I had left. I was in the K-Side space for like 3 hours.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you had came up after we watched it. Like, oh wow, she came up.
Yeah, I did because it was bothering me about that. You know, Miss D, I'm the nurturing side of everybody, you know. And but they did excellent yesterday. They was just, you know what I'm saying, the way you guys critiqued and everything, you guys did great. Like you kept it, you were straight to the point, and nobody's can not be criticized, or not criticized, but critique. And the way you guys critique, you did it with love. Like, hey, you know, this. You pointed out everything that we could see and broke it down last night. Because a lot of people don't understand the game. You got new people coming, you know, on the channels and stuff. They don't understand the game, you know. So it was just a great show last night. So, you know, I was like, man, let me go up here because I know I you know, when Keisha blew up that Angel's face, and you could just tell. Imagine you standing right there, and they right there saying it to you. That's trauma. That's a type of trauma.
Yes, they lied and said it didn't happen, but it did. She heard it. That was not dolphin sounds. That was monkey sounds. And then that Dave Portnoy guy, they need to ban him. But guess what? So
What?
we doing a show before you came on, and Pope D. Frank
I
had us.
saw.
He was
I
he
was
was
up there
watching
all
us.
night. I was up there
Oh,
all
okay.
night. Yeah,
Yeah,
Miss
he
D,
was.
I didn't leave, girl. We was up on that live. Yeah, I was up there all night with y'all. I just was I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I didn't come up because it was full or whatever. So
He's talking about everybody on the panel. I ain't see all of it. I'm gonna watch it. I'll say this boy a trip.
Yeah, why would you like? People don't have time for that. People are doing these shows to, you know, especially when it comes to Angel Reese. Like, we're doing these shows to uplift her and uplift the players at the same time while Big Girl said she fell asleep last night. Big Girl, I was holding on. They were getting juicy, girl. Want to Miss D? Miss D will tell you it was good last night.
It was.
I mean, Big Girl, you probably saw when all the
Bro
ladies
Claw was getting mad at us because Bro Claw was getting mad at us because Mo 3 was getting them a little bit. He said, "Well, you making these claims and it don't make sense." He's like, "What?"
Well,
go back.
Well, you know the thing with Bro Claude, no, Mo 3 been on Bro Claude. He been on Bro Claude and Brooklyn's and stuff, and he been on KSAPs. So when it comes to look at little K. When it comes to here, you want mommy juice?
Mommy, bye, mommy.
Okay, bye. See you later.
When
it comes to Mo 3 is smooth with it. Mo 3 he listens and then he represents. That's Mo 3. That's Mo 3 since day one. That's just how he is. He listens to everything and then he gives his point. But he really listens to everything. Like, he's sitting up there, people think Mo 3 be sleep. Mo 3 don't be sleep. Mo 3
listen, then he come in and got him.
But Miss D, Mo 3 be like that.
I know, but listen, I forgot what he was. I forgot what Bro Claw said. What he said? What did he say something about? What's it? I forgot. Was Camilla? Somebody he said, well, that don't make sense. And he kind of, jumped on me when I said about Spoon. And I said Spoon will still be better than Coach Whispers because I
Yeah,
call him
but
Coach Whispers.
and also, like, I guess he was trying to, it's good that we all got different opinions and stuff. That's what makes it so great. So Bro Clyde, he gonna stand 10 toes down with whatever he say. You know what I'm saying? So it was just awesome to see how they weren't disrespectful to each other. You know what I'm saying? And they were allowed to, like, speak their piece, even though they had different opinions going on. But
Right.
yeah, K-Stop
So
had
we all jumped on Blow Crawl. He was like, he hit the table. He was like, we don't care, Blow Crawl. Remember that? He was good. He was
yeah,
getting upset. Like, Blow Crawl, don't crash out. Don't crash
yeah,
out.
he do.
I was
He,
messing with him. I was
yeah,
messing with him. I hope he know that.
yeah. I mean, that comes with, our channels and stuff like that. They're always, sometimes they be double teaming Bro Clyde, so he should know by now. But yeah, Miss D, I don't know what else to do, girl. I was like, these two games, I ain't never seen Chicago like this, but they still got 42 more games. I don't know what they can ready to
They
do.
had to have a meeting and say, I think I know what he's trying to do, but it's not right now. A lot of these teams are trying to run a run and gun. You have to have 3-point shooters to at least 38%. Their 3-point shooters is not like that. You have to have to play that system. You got to have the right pieces. So you need to go back. She could be the
He's
point
gonna
forward.
he's gonna have to put Angel back in her position. Or
Well,
fix,
yes, but
or
guess what?
universal, or do it universal, like,
Right,
depending on each game. You don't have to put her
right.
in her same position, depending on each game. Don't These teams are looking forward to playing Chicago Sky for an easy win. I do think that Chicago will get their games in. Don't get me wrong; they will make it to the playoffs. We just gotta figure. He just gotta figure out his
I don't
game
know. I
plan.
don't know no more because
We
you're
can't
right.
say it on the first two games, Miss D. We just can't.
But it looked real bad. I can see,
I
like
know,
Mo
I
Free
know.
said, I can see if we lost by 3, but
Right,
you
right.
lost the first game by 30 and the other game by 25 points,
Well,
and it
they
wasn't even
get ready to
close.
figure. Let me tell you something. They get ready to figure something out, because I know some calls done been made. Like,
Well, yeah, but Camilla, I'm not blaming Camilla, but she can't get frustrated when you don't get the ball. You have to do other things, and you have to they
I
got to
think
get her
it's
easy
more to it
baskets.
though, Miss D. I think it's more to it. Besides the game, I think it's more. I think, and I know they still got to show up. They still got to do their job. They still got to work. I get that, but I think it's more to it. I think it's more to it. It could
But hold
be
on, I thought you got rid of all the cancers,
no. I'm
right?
saying personal
I
with
know that,
them.
but that was the excuse last year. Not excuse, but
No,
you
no,
know what
no,
I'm trying to
no.
say.
I'm talking about, like, not. I'm not talking about like the players and stuff. I'm talking about their mental health. I'm talking about their
I
personal
understand.
stuff.
Right,
We
right,
don't
right.
know something, Miss D. We could easily say, oh, they're not having a
Well, I know
good game.
Angel, but what is Camilla? I'm not trying to be funny, but
I
I know
don't
Angel.
know. I
But
don't know. That's just like,
because
let me give you an example, and this is
okay,
what I'm saying. When Skylar Diggins Smith, well, Skylar Diggins, sorry, Skylar, when Skylar Diggins came out and she was talking about how that team did her when she was pregnant. She said, you guys didn't even know that I was dealing with my mental health, but you wouldn't know it because I still came out there and played my game. Everybody's not Skylar, but even after the fact, that's when it was overwhelming to Skylar and she spoke up about it. You know what I'm saying? But during the whole time, nobody knew. She said, you guys never knew. And that was that was something personal to her. So we don't know, but we could say it was their basketball skills. One, yes, but there is something going on. Because, and I say this, Miss D, because we've seen them play, right? They never played like this. From college to now, they've never played like this.
yeah, that's true. But so I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know what needs to be done. I think if you get to know your players and you know something not right, You need to have someone on site. And
Well,
if you,
that's somebody says the problem. The problem was Coach Whispers and crew did not defend Angel. Look, listen. Remember when
well,
the
I
incident
know,
happened? I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm
no,
saying remember. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
no, go
ahead.
ahead, Lizzie, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
no,
You're
no.
fine,
I
you're
said
fine.
remember when the incident happened. You know what she said? I'm not blaming her, but you know what she said? Oh, that was just a basketball player. Everything okay? Obviously, everything not okay. You know what I wanted them to say? And I'm not trying to blame you. Not you. I'm talking about Angel. I'm not trying to blame Angel. You have to be honest with it. You can't say, "Oh, everything's okay," and it's just a basketball play and nothing happened. You have to say, "Yeah, these fans, I don't feel safe. I don't
She
like
said
it."
that, Miss D. She said that several times. She spoke on that. It doesn't matter if
I'm
Angel,
for after the game. Like after the game, she kind of swept it on the rug. You can't do that because it's gonna affect you.
because she didn't know how. When you deal with trauma and any type of trauma, your
Right.
first reaction is not going to be the reaction it's
But
supposed
that's
to
where
be.
Coach Whispers come in. He didn't
Yeah,
help
but she
either.
didn't. Yeah, she didn't have
Coach
that.
Whispers
She didn't
didn't.
have proof.
Right.
She
But
didn't
what
have
happened to the
proof
sisters? You got three, well, two sisters and one melanated sister person on there, and y'all was quiet.
they don't know. I don't know. I don't know
I don't know.
why I don't know what it was or what's going on or how, or what. We everybody reaction is different, and when shoot, they probably all in a state of shock. You know what I'm saying? Even Tyler Grace, he probably was in a state of shock and never experienced something like that, and didn't know how to react, because sometimes our first reaction could be the worst blowout ever. You know what I'm saying? You never know what could trigger a person. That might have been somebody's trigger, and they could have snapped up there. But we don't know. I think that they they didn't react in the way that the world wanted them to, but we don't know how they reacted after the fact when it became a reality to them. You know. But what I will say on that, Miss D, is that they can do whatever they want to try to do to Angel, but when you got God's favor, you can't touch that. You can't touch that. And we're gonna go through stuff that we don't want to go through. And sometimes we have to go through, even when we're doing good, we still go through stuff. We still gotta go through it. And she's young and she don't understand it all. But they probably told her don't even speak on it, because if she had spoke on it, Miss D, it still would have backfired. It don't matter if Angel speaks or if she doesn't. It doesn't matter if she plays a good game or if she doesn't. There's
But that's
still
not, she could have had support. Don't, that's a bad thing to tell her. The coach, Jeff, should have been there or at the press conference and try to, be. It's
yeah,
just not, I
yeah.
don't know.
You're Miss D. You're right. I
Huh?
agree. I
I didn't
agree.
hear that. And then everybody, this disappointed me. I'm gonna do a video. I love her. Don't get me wrong. But you in your 50s. I expect to hear a certain word. And a certain word is racist. Do not be afraid of that word racist. And Don Stelly kind of threw me for a loop. Because when they asked her about that, she said, well, Angel and Caitlyn said, I don't care what Caitlyn said. And no disrespect, because Caitlyn's not going through that. Okay? I need to hear that word. And the word is racist. I need to hear it. Because that's what it is. You cannot nip that in the bud. You
Big
can't
girl
nip it in the
said,
bud.
look at Job and everything he went through. Big girl, somebody told me, and every time they told me, I would get so nervous. They said, she would always say, like, you the young Job. I said, girl, don't do that, don't do that. But Job, woo, that's a strong one. And yeah, Miss D, big girl is right. She Angel been thrown at everything. I mean, everything been thrown at her. I mean, like everything you could possibly think of when it comes to somebody not liking her and the hate and the racism. She's
That's
been
why coaches they had to be behind her. That's what I'm saying. She can't go through this alone. You have
no,
to. You have
and
to. Come on
yeah,
now.
they have to be her. They have to be the aunties and
Publicly.
the uncles and stuff where her mom
Exactly.
is not there. When her mom is
Exactly.
not there, her mom is trusting, even though Angel is grown, her
She
mom
can't
is
be there.
trusting.
They threatened
Yeah,
her too. I
yeah.
forgot about that. She can't even go to the games. Well, that's another thing. Why she can't sit in the booth? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out some kind of way. I think for her, because I know that will make a difference with Angel, but also we don't know how heavy it is and what they're facing behind closed doors if she does show up or
That's
whatever.
true. And I need, you know what I need? Because, like I said, with the last time we talked, we cannot be the only ones that care, and the players don't care. I mean, I'm not saying they don't care, but if we speaking out, why they not speaking out? It's still kind of quiet. I need y'all to boycott that game, because guess what's gonna be at in Indiana?
They probably
You gotta boycott it. You cannot play it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
they yeah Big Girl said, Miss D, black people are tired of dealing with racism. It is exhausting. They don't want to be attacked. They would rather keep quiet. And
Attacking it's not gonna help it. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. You have to. I know it's hard. It's not an easy thing. Like, I do look. The more this happen, these type of things happen. I respect Muhammad Ali. He gave up a lot of stuff. People forget that they banned him from boxing. He lost a lot of money behind that, and a lot of people are afraid to get their Muhammad Ali on. So that's why these players.
yeah, I think then again, I also think that some may be afraid to do that, but I also think that a lot of times when we keep dealing with the same thing, we get tired and we move in quietness. So we move behind the closed doors when people think we're not moving.
They not. They, no, I understand what you're saying, but come on now.
I
Next time
know, but
next
I
time it
know
happen,
if,
I don't
if
want to hear
I
them
was on if
crying.
I was on Angel, but everybody's built different. So if I was on Angel's team and I was her coach or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna choose. But see, that's just me. I'm gonna choose people over money. I'm gonna choose people, and if that means whatever, at least I can sleep at night
Exactly.
saying that I did the right thing. But not
Exactly.
everybody's built like that. Not everybody
But
thinks like
guess
that.
what? They're gonna be the same players crying. And no disrespect, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because I can't be like I said. I cannot be the one to care more than you. This is
And the
happening to
thing,
you. I mean, it's happening to us, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
yeah, and that's why I was glad on Rival they spoke up for her, and stuff like that because, you know, it was good to see some players and stuff do, and maybe they'll, I don't know if they'll approach it or they'll do it, when they see her or how many calls she got or whatever and stuff. But if you're for a player, you're right. You stand 10 toes down for that player, and if you have those players on your team, then not just behind closed doors. You want everybody to know it. Hey, I want everybody to know all of my players I love, respect, and I will go, represent them in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? I will uplift them. I will stand with them in their times of trouble or trials and tribulations because I believe in this person on my team that has uplifted my team in her rookie year and in Unrivaled and in the preseason game. And she uplifts the players everywhere. It's not just she uplifts people not just on the court but off the court. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess when they say investigating, I don't know if that means this is how you gotta, run with it or whatever the case may be. But sometimes people will try to. Sometimes it's not even them. See, sometimes people will try to just keep hitting you. Hey, KSAP. Some people will try to keep hitting on you and hitting on you and hitting on you until you finally do something. And we don't want her to snap.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I need the everybody. And this is not just an Angel problem. I need
This is a
everybody because
worldwide problem.
right. But I'm talking about for the WNBA. I ain't trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Right,
keeping it.
right.
Remember last year, AT spoke about it, so it's not happening just for her. It's happening to other players.
Right.
Oh, they jealous of
How
Caitlyn.
how much it's like this, how much more do you want this young lady to endure before you do something? I don't want those sticky notes talking about you're gonna investigate, you're gonna
Exactly.
do.
I need the players. Like I said, I need the players to boycott. You have to boycott the All-Star game. You got to do something.
They got to figure out something because just like that stunt that was pulled on the game last night with ATL. Look, everybody built different. There's gonna come a day and you're gonna test the wrong person. So you have to be careful with that, with your actions and stuff too. Oh, look at big girl. He asking KSAP now. But yeah, so I get what you're saying, Miss D. You making great points. You are correct. I was shocked that he didn't
Hey,
do it.
Hey, K7. I'm sorry. How you doing?
She's trying to ask how I make y'all a mod. But yeah, like you gotta take up for your players. Everybody looking at this like, man, he didn't even take up for his players, but he might not know how to react to something like that.
We know that. Come on now. We talking about look.
Everybody. But I think that maybe from this day forward, because they have private conversations and private talks, and Angel doesn't seem like one. Angel don't bite her tongue on nothing. But she quiet now because when you in something like this, you don't know how to react. It's like you dogged if you do, and you dogged if you don't. You don't know what to expect.
But that's okay though. At least you take it up for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure. You said the players called her. I need them to do it publicly. Not, oh girl, I'm gonna call you. Hey, everything okay? You need to do it publicly because it's happening in public. It's not happening in private.
Right.
So I just need everybody to keep it real. Say the main thing is the main thing. Use the R word, which is racism. Don't be afraid. Don't backpedal. Don't moonwalk like Michael Jackson. Say what it need to be said.
Right.
And don't be afraid because I signed this contract. Like I said, I think I did something. I didn't do a video. Well, I did a segment where I was like, with all these players talking about racism, and you take your butt to sign for the Indiana Fever because they had the most money. A lot of teams had the most. They was one of the teams that had the most money to sign free agents. So you took the money, and but some of your players was the ones saying that they were saying racist stuff, but you took yourself over there. Like why?
Yeah. Some, money over people. Like you said, like a lot of those players probably won't even be on the team next year. They'll probably be on a different team or whatever and stuff like that. But then they. Oh, Brian Allen Hines said the WNBA investigation into the fans of the Fever games will go just like that investigation into the Seattle Storm. Hey,
right. They go to the investigation. The players had to say, look, now I want no investigation. I need to play. Look, if you want me to come play, no matter if it's even if it's in Indiana, any fans that say racial slurs, any other slurs, they have to be kicked off the game.
But I can agree with Big Girl too, Miss C. Big Girl said sometimes you have to fight in private in order to get things done. Angel isn't alone. No, I don't think so. I think they're fighting behind closed doors. I think so.
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope they get it done where players got to get, fans got to get kicked out. They can't have that.
No,
but you're gonna have a malice in the palace. You're gonna have a malice in the palace.
You're putting her in her like you. We don't know. She might be out on the court thinking anything. We don't know the other stuff she got hit with just that night. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people said or the crazy people leaving on the car. You don't know what else they're doing. So she might be on that court and thinking like, man, I could go down any day because just for playing basketball, just for being me. I mean, her safety is at risk. Either way it goes, they can't sugarcoat it. It is. It's been like that since that game at LSU. So come on now. Now that she's been in the WNBA, she's experienced it all last year. She's experiencing it's getting worse. It's not getting any better. So no, I don't want to hit them sticky notes I'm investigating. Somebody is going to have to do something. So as fans, hopefully we can do something get signed or something where we can make some noise about it. Like
exactly.
far as don't skip it under, don't put it on the rug. Even though we know this process and this how it goes, let me tell you.
It should be immediate.
Yeah,
Why is there an investigation? Because you knew this last year. Not just Angel.
and you watched it.
Exactly. So she did that just to make people shut up. But the players need to be on her bumper. I hope so. You say big girl said it behind the scene. I hope so, big girl. Because
Let
that's not good.
let if Tyler Martyr racist slurs coming from the few fans who were angry, he should have walked his team off the court and told the officials why he did that. Yeah, Miss D. Yeah, you and Miss D on the same page with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He soft shoe too and said he didn't hear nothing.
Oh, at this point, I think Angel has PTSD when she's on the court, which is affecting her game. Big girl, something is going on. It's trauma. I keep like, I know, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me Hey guys, I'm back. But yeah, I think so too. So I don't know, big girl. I don't know.
Well, look, so like Jeff don't care if she has that, which she might. I'm not saying she don't. Jeff has to have. Come on, Jeff have to. I don't know.
Something has to give. Something got to give.
Exactly.
Because it's just like this, guys. If one player is affected by it, it throws the whole rest of the team off. Because you got to remember, she is a leader in her own way, and she's always uplifting. That's what. Okay, Miss D, I got it. I got you. She's always uplifting everybody else. She's always pouring into them, helping them out and encouraging them. And the one time that she really needed everybody to stand up, it was a moment of silence.
Exactly. It was, even her teammates was quiet. Guess who was Brian? We doing good. How you doing? I saw
Yeah,
you.
Brian. Yeah.
How you doing,
So,
Brian? But no, I was saying that Brianna Turner was the only one that said it, and that was on the Fever.
Yeah.
That's it. And she's not a star player, so nobody knew who she was. No disrespect, unless you watch WNBA. So that's not a good look.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. So you said behind the scenes, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe they are too. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see what happens with it. You know, I just want to. Whatever happens, I want to see some action. Something needs to be done. Not just say, oh, we're gonna make sure we're gonna put this. Please don't come with that proposal, that fake proposal. We're gonna put this in place, or we're gonna put this in place. No. We need some official action.
I want them to start kicking out and banning people.
It's not just one play. It's not just Angel. So you put it. She's the one that get the most. Get all the hits like that, but it's also, like you said, other players too that are getting hit. So they got to figure out something, because our girl needs us, and I don't know. You know, I didn't see her on any social today. She probably shut it off or whatever and stuff like that. And maybe she'll, post something later or whatever and stuff. But I'm just saying they got to be careful, because now they done dug this stuff into deeper waters. You know.
And I keep saying, Kayla need to say something, but she don't care. There's no way. Something ain't right. And let your silence, or I'm just gonna make one statement. To hell with your team. You know what's right or wrong, and so you have to speak up, and look real damaging to you. As far as I'm concerned, when people say, "Well, she's not racist," well, if you see something racist, why you not saying nothing about it?
And then we have 4 more games with them. They are banking on to win all 4 of those games. They
That's
put
what
this. They put this in place on a purpose. It was a. It was a bigger.
exactly. She
It was
sure
a
said
bigger.
that.
It was a bigger agenda for this
She
happening.
said that. She remember. Did you see my video? I went over the video. The video she did last year when she said was Magic and Bird. So she looking at the dollars and not the not Angel's well being. There's no disrespect. I'm not worried about Caitlyn. It's not happening to Caitlyn. Caitlyn good. Nothing's happened to Caitlyn. Cause you can't say the opposite. You don't see black people saying racial slurs to Caitlyn or black fans. It's not like she went to when she played last night in Atlanta. Did anybody say something racial about her? No.
Because the good-hearted people, we know what it is, and we don't have to, what I'm saying, hate all on social media. This. But sometimes, like last night, you guys had to break it down. You had to point this stuff out. You had to keep it real. You had to say, hey, this happened with this team, but this also happened with this team last night. This is how our team played. It's the truth, or whatever. And you sometimes you need that butt whooping, to hear that too. And at the same time, it's like we also dealing with as fans. We're not just dealing with our teams having 2 crazy losses. We're also dealing with watching our teams have a lot of confusion going on at the same time. They're playing in confusion, because there's so much drama behind or whatever and stuff like that. So we got 42 games. I'm not going to count them out. I'm not going to count them out or whatever and stuff like that.
I'm not counting them out. I just I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and you're tired of that. You have a great take. That's
he has to figure out the lineups
girl,
because the players you have playing, like I said, you playing an offense that's not geared toward the people you have.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Angel can't bring the ball up, but you gotta get Atkins to bring up the ball more. Vandersloot is the type of person. She's a screen and shoot. So hi, how you doing? Hi. How you doing tonight? Aw, like your mommy. That's so sweet.
Oh, no, you don't want to talk.
Be shy. Hi.
Say hi, Mama.
I know you can't see my face. How you doing?
He just wants to look.
I know.
But
yeah. So just change the lineup. Don't try to run offense that's not. They don't have the personnel like that. You have 2 big players. Have Angel. She can bring the ball up at certain spots. Like for a quick. She's a good passer. So a quick fast break situation. But as far as her just bringing the ball up, no. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make her like a Draymond Green. Draymond bring the ball up a lot and let Steph get into his spots. But they don't have a Steph. So, yeah. So that's all. Just we'll see. And then be more assertive. Let her know that you are with her, because he seems timid. Coach Whisper seemed timid. That's why I call him Coach Whisper.
Yeah. That's all she needs. And once and maybe they'll do that until we get ready to play. We play Sunday, right? So don't we play Sunday, Miss D?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today is Friday, so they got 2 days. It's okay to say that you behind somebody, but if you don't put that action behind it, it makes them feel some type of way. So hopefully,
because Teresa Witherspoon probably would have said something.
Oh man,
Teresa. Yeah,
it would have been a whole different outcome. It would have been a whole different ball game if she had said something. But everybody, like I say, like everybody reacts to stuff different. But we're gonna see how it goes for the next game, and I hope that he needs to let Rena call the plays and not
It look like it, don't it? But guess what? No, because guess what? Jeff put that pressure on. Even though he didn't bring the players in, he didn't bring the player. Jeff, he put that pressure to. Oh, I like what Coach Whispers was doing, Tyler Marsh was doing. I like that. So you bring the players in, then when it fails, you want to blame him. So that maybe that's not a good idea because what happened is um he'll fire you and bring in Tanisha or Arena. So I don't think you want to do that. You still want to keep some kind of, you know, I don't
Brian
know.
Hine said, that's why I wanted the Sky to go after Satu. Satu? You want them to get Satu?
No,
Satu.
the Sky
Because
messed up.
the type
Oh
of
yeah.
player Softly is would have took a whole lot of pressure off Angel and Camilla, but some people disagree with me.
You know
I
what player
think,
I thought? Not Satu. She okay. You know who could still play? I said this last year. If you look at one of my videos, I said this last year. Tina Charles. She could still
well,
play.
guys, great. That's great.
And Natasha Cloud.
But listen, we got to deal with the team we got now. It's
I
done.
know.
We
I'm just
can do.
saying he made mistakes. Natasha Cloud was out there, and Tina Charles was out there.
Yeah, everybody
Because
was out there.
right, because you gave up a third pick. A lot of people want the third pick. They would have took that.
But guys, remember, if you ever watched football before we got JD5, you know the Redskins won't win it off nothing. You hear me? It was not good for years and years, and then we got JD5. So, I know some of the fans, they're not gonna give up on it. They crushed, they overwhelmed.
It's not. It's not. It's not that they okay. It's just they had to get their who's supposed to do what.
Right,
Get
that's
the lineup
it's the rotation.
and have a person. Everybody play play offense that everybody can thrive in.
Yeah,
Because that run a gun, they don't have the shooters to do that. You know what you got? You got a 6'7" inside player. You got a 6'3" Angel Reese. You have to play through their strengths. That's what I'm saying. That the guards they have, we'll see. They not. And then Atkins. It's not that Atkins is the key. She's not. She's seen timid too. Put the ball in her hands, have her drive, set some screens, and then have Camilla roll to the basket so she can get some easy putbacks or a lay or whatever, something. Same thing with Angel. But
yeah. He
but
gonna
Ryan,
figure it out. He not gonna
will.
have he's gonna figure it out. He's not gonna have a choice. We got 42 more games. He's gonna figure it out because that -60, he gonna figure it out.
Yeah. I think they wanted to go where they want to go sort to a certain extent. Big girl like Cloud she didn't have no trade clause. She was traded. It wasn't like she went from the Mercury to the what would she go to? The Mercury to the Sun. So she didn't have no choice. If they would have gave her a third pick and she would have been in Chicago Sky, she'd have been Chicago Sky, which I thought was pretty good. And also Charles, she say that, but she took the money. She took the money. But yeah. But
So
Brian said she was she phony. Let's go back to Caitlin Clark. Yeah, you either you worry, I don't know, you worry about your brand or you kind of phony because you supposed to speak out like, no, look, don't have this racist stuff in my name. If you want to be racist, don't use me for your racist views because I'm not like that. But you didn't say that, so I don't know.
I'm just praying we can just get back to basketball. But it's too late. And see, it's already there. It's like a cancer. Now the racism and the negativity, it's only building up. It's like a cancer in the WNBA, and it don't seem like it's getting any better. We can put up strategies. We can put up proposals. We can tell the fans this. We can tell the fans that. But the fans want to see some good basketball. They want to see the players happy when they're playing the basketball. They want to see the players be competitive when they're playing basketball. They want to see the going back and forth when they're playing basketball. They don't want to see all the stuff that don't need to be seen, so we can get back to the real game, the real deal. Oh, okay. We're talking about players. But yeah,
I know they had to get AT, but I think the third pick, I think they put it, if they would have told the the Mercury that we're gonna get a third pick, they still could have got Cloud and Mercury get the third pick, get more picks. Big girl, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. She said, as long as CC's in the lead, we can forget it. I thought we were going to be free and unrivaled, but they made their way there too. Yeah, but you know what? People gotta be careful when when you try to do something before it's time. It Let me hush. Just you gotta be patient. You gotta wait. When you put yourself in a position that God didn't put you in, you have to be careful. That's all I'm saying. You
That's
know,
true.
you know. That's what I'm gonna say to that because you can
But we
build
got, you know
whoever
what it is?
you can
Go
build
ahead.
whoever you want up, Misty. You can build up whoever you want, put them
That's
on a
true.
pedestal, and say they can't be touched. But when that time comes, I've seen people, I've had friends, I've had family making six figures and more, next thing you know, all are taken away. You know why? Because of the pride. The pride. You
That's
got to,
true.
you got to be careful what you do, how you do it, and what you allow to happen. For me, that's why I say everybody's built different. Like I told you when I was teaching, I'm taking up for everybody because it's always jobs out there. That's not the only job or whatever. But I can't just go past and see somebody being treated wrong and not do anything about it, or whatever. But everybody's not like that. Everybody like, okay, we're gonna just let this go. We're gonna let this build up. Or I'm just, they just not they built different. But you're right, Miss D. They're gonna have to do something.
We had too many. That's right. We got too many so-called fans. These are not fans for real. They just
No, no, they
trolls, and
not. Yeah.
they want to use Caitlyn as some kind of racial, like the Great White Hope syndrome, which is sad because you have white players. All of a sudden, you want to make this person the example of the Great White Hope, you know.
And
But she's not stopping. That's what upset me. You already know what their agenda is, and you just I got my money, and
but you know
it's
what,
yeah.
too, Miss D, you only can pretend that you a certain way for so long. Then it's gonna start to really come out. Then what you gonna do?
Right, because I don't know, but I'm not saying. Well, I can't say because I don't
I'm
know,
just saying
but
as a
her
person.
actions, right?
I'm just saying as a person in life.
Her
Sooner or later,
actions. Go ahead. No, I'm
yeah.
just saying
You,
she seems uncomfortable around black people. She do.
I don't know what it
Her
is.
interactions is not, and then the ones she are racially mixed. But even then, she have a problem with them. But I know because the way she act like you could tell when some white people are comfortable and some white people are not. You don't even have to say it. Your actions. Like oh my god,
All I know is, look, you can't keep doing whatever. You cannot keep doing whatever you want and allowing everything you want to happen and think everything's gonna go your way, especially if it's in the wrong direction. Um, we deal with life lessons, and life lessons they're no joke. And these young ladies they still growing, but I tell you what, you still know the difference. You still know the difference from right and wrong. You still know the difference in your heart that it's not right. That could be you on the other end receiving the same thing, or whatever. That could have been you, and it could have been the flip side. I think that if it was the flip side, we all would want someone to take up for us and to have our back and to speak out, you know. But people gonna be people. Yeah. Yeah, I love me some Paige Burgers, man. She did that speech and she was nervous and she got up there and she did it anyway.
she's afraid. Right, Paige is
She was
different.
nervous she was nervous doing it, but she knew it was the right thing to do. That's how you
Exactly.
know when it's the right thing to do anything in life. When you
And she knows she
nervous,
might lose some fans because
yeah, uh-huh.
Cece afraid. I'm not, like I said, she uncomfortable. I don't know if she racist, she's uncomfortable. And Cece knows if I say what Paige say, if am I going to have all these endorsements? So that's what I'm saying. Always come back down. You know the right thing to do, but it come back down to money. I'm not saying Paige don't have endorsements, but Paige will probably don't have endorsements that Cece had because of that speech. You have to sacrifice something. You have to be willing to sacrifice. Now she'll get her money. I'm just saying she's not gonna make as much as CC because she did make that speech. And I said that,
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it, Miss Lee. Um, but yeah, I like Kate Martin how to lead. I know. I know.
right, big girl,
I'm
right.
looking
We
for
need
it.
we need CC to be like Paige and Kate Martin.
Mhm.
Kate Martin, she laid back,
Yeah. Yeah, we don't. It's just rocky right now, everybody. It's just rocky. It's rocking. There's so much going on. We were just so excited about the NBA starting. We were excited. Now it's like, phew, like a big blow up, or whatever. But look, I love women's basketball. I love the players. So through thick and thin, I hope you eat that moo. Through thick and thin, we're gonna stick by them. We're gonna be by their side. Uh, yeah. But Brian, she better not say now. She better just stay to herself right now with all that stuff, everything going on. Just wait to act up, or whatever and stuff like that. But we're gonna see how everything work out, guys. We're gonna continue to root for our team. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna continue to critique, talk our mess. Keep it real at the same time. Hopefully they can figure out some strategies. Like you said, Ms. D, his rotation, the positions. Put Michaela back in her position. Put Michaela back in her position. If she want, I can't tell him what to do. If it depends on what they want to do. To be honest. Okay, Michaela, I would like to see you play your beautiful position because you was a fireball in that position. If you choose to play that, do it. Anybody can do anything they put their mind to. Sometimes it's just a process and it takes time. Same thing with Angel and Camilla getting comfortable playing the way they play if they're going to play it. But I think, like you said, let it depend on per game, Miss D. Not just automatically put them, out there and everybody's lost on what they should do. What's your Miss D?
Yeah, I
What's your
agree. Huh?
Okay. What's your sum up of moving forward far as Angel, just continue to uplift Angel and being able to critique her, her game as a player at the same time without that's why I love the way you guys went up there. I love the way you guys came up and talk about do the breakdowns and also consider the players at the same time and keeping it real. Because even if I'll be like, oh man, I'll be hiding my face, Miss D. I'll be like, oh man, why y'all play? I'll be like, what I'm saying? Why y'all play like that? Y'all didn't do really good. And so I'm like the soft spoken, but case on them, they give it to you straight. This is what it is, and we still love and respect this player. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we know what to say and somebody else say it first and you're like, okay, I can agree on it, or whatever. So we're just gonna continue to get out there and show out. But I had to come up here because she was just like on my mind. I'm looking at the socials or whatever as I'm posting. Miss D, they be under F-Fit Girl. They be under my illustrations on TikTok and stuff.
That's good.
Leaving negative. No, I'm talking about leaving negative. Yeah. I'm just
because it's about Angel. That's crazy.
Yeah, anything you post about Angel, if it from the haters and the racist wannabe fans or whoever, because some are wannabe fans and some are not, or whatever.
They not real fans. They just want to, for some reason, like I say, they're using her name. That's what I'm saying. CC has to. I don't know no more. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. This might sound controversial. I want her, if she's going through that, I hope she gets some help. But you know what? That portion of I can't. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna critique the games and maybe do some gossip stuff, I guess. But as far as other stuff, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not wasting my energy if y'all don't have no smoke. I need y'all to have smoke. We can't fight for them if they not fight for themselves.
Well,
so I can't do it no more.
Miss D, don't be like that, Miss D. Miss D.
I'm sorry, I can't because you didn't. Like I said, I gotta hear it. I gotta hear the R word, and you have to be firm. You can't say, oh, they gonna leave it
Oh,
alone.
I know who you're talking about. Oh, I get it. I
Can't
get it now. I
you
get what you're
can't leave it
saying.
alone. It's not something you just leave it alone. I
Yeah,
can't fight
and
for
it's
you if you're
yeah,
not
and
fighting for yourself.
expect somebody to be quiet and just move on and not say that or not have to
Exactly. So
deal
if you
with
don't,
it.
if
She
the
is
player is saying
hurting,
that,
guys. She is hurting.
I
I
know, but she
know.
said the same thing instead of saying, you know what, this hurting me. I don't like, even though nobody paid attention, but
She done
still
said
say
how
it.
many times? But look,
I
Miss
know
D, how
that. I
many times
know.
did you
I
gotta say
know.
it?
I know.
Many
But
times.
I can't. I can't.
How many times does she have to say it? How many times does she have to break down? How many times does she have to hold her
That's
tears
right.
in these conferences for someone to do something?
So like I said, I can't. I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
gonna be
is. It's sad that you can't
the
fight out loud. Big girl said.
I can't support these players if they can't support, if they can't be real about what's going on. So
Yeah,
far as that part, I'm
yeah.
gonna leave
I
it
get what you're
alone.
saying. I get what
If
you're
something
saying.
happened to you, something happened to you. You're not taking responsibility. I don't play in the WNBA. The WNBA don't right. I don't get money from them. So if you don't care about it, why you want me to care about it? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying you have to, So, as far as that portion, I pray for you, Angel and everybody, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna keep it. Even when Jason Woodlock, Pope D. Frank, Mick something, whatever his name, Adrian Ross, whoever says something, I'm gonna let the dogs eat. I can't protest for you, and you're not protesting because you supposed to be in all their comments as a WNBA player. Say, hey, knock it off. You can't be hiding. I'm gonna take my check. No. So I can't do it anymore. But I will cover them and critique them with respect. But as far as that portion, can't do it anymore. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Miss D, you still gonna be Angel?
Sorry. I'm
You.
sorry.
I think you got. It's too fresh, but I think like we still gotta uplift Angel. We probably.
I could
I know.
uplift her, but on a basketball court, I can't up. Like, look, they kind of disappointed me. These people disappointed me. You
But
know,
yeah, but you gotta look
Don
at.
Staley, I'm gonna critique her as a coach. But we waiting on them to be like I said, Muhammad Ali is not walking. I'm not saying you have to be Muhammad Ali, but you have to have some kind of activist spirit. Come on now, you can't be no punk.
Well,
I just can't.
I'm gonna say with this far as that on Angel's side, like I was saying for her, Miss D, I think that we should continue to uplift her because she's spoken out time and time again. How many times do she have to break to keep speaking out? And it's
She
not
has to. I want to see her go
she,
to publicly go get on that commissioner's bumper and say, "Are you going to protest the All-Star game or who with me?" You guys to be like
but
that.
it's a way. You can be like that, but it's the way you do stuff. You still gotta do it in a certain way, and
That's the way to do it.
and it might not be our way. It still
Uh-uh.
has to be done in a certain way, and every way that we do things might not be approval from from someone else. It's just
No, see, Angel problem is she has nobody. I'm gonna say this gonna sound controversial. I looked at her team. How many black people besides her mom on that team? Or her marketing team? They're not going through that. They don't understand that. We've been dealing with this for 400, 500 years.
yeah.
They telling her, oh, just be quiet. You don't know what it's like to be a black woman or a black person in America.
Yeah.
You're advising her to be quiet. You don't be quiet on this. You have to kill this cancer. You can't let the cancer turn into terminal cancer. It's a cancer. You
It is.
cannot
That's
let
what
the
I was
cancer
saying.
fester.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Angel is always outspoken. She always been outspoken, but you can tell when something wrong when she not being her outspoken. And that ain't something where only the people behind closed doors know. That's something that she's shown. She's always been outspoken.
Yeah, well, she need to tell her team just like Cece. You sit there waiting on your team. Get out there, get in the field, get out there and speak up. Because I'm not gonna speak up, and you ain't gonna speak up. That's
And
not.
then sometimes, Miss
Don't
D, when you dealing with shock, and when you dealing with the stuff that she deal with, you don't react right away.
Well, where's her mom at?
I can say that from experience.
Where's her mom? Now, let me say this: you got into a back and forth with Flau'jae mama. You could have got the back and forth with somebody else saying that to your daughter.
She'll be going back on
the things. I know that, but the things you go back and forth with, they ain't important. You know, you and Flau'jae mama ain't important. Get to go back and forth.
But I'm saying, why put yourself in that position?
I understand. I'm just saying, your priorities. That's all. I'm not saying that she should. I'm saying that energy could have been on some of these racist heads. That's all. So I gotta let it go.
Myself. Well, Miss D, I tell you what, that's why I like two different people's opinions. I think that for me, I think Angel Mom is probably doing the best thing possible for her. I think that she's doing the best that she can.
No, I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying I just need.
You just wanted her to speak out. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, everybody.
Well, we don't know what she's speaking out about or who she's speaking to. Sometimes that's just with like politics. They only show stuff of what they want to show and hide the rest of it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know everything that's hitting the fan. We don't. Hey, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Yeah, we don't know as fans everything, but she
did Miss Goody Two Shoes. They went back and forth not last year, the year before last on Twitter.
Yeah, she was getting unalive threats, Brian.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, her mom
we need for her to say that. And keep saying it. I know, but keep saying it.
How many times do you have to keep saying it when the paint?
Well, that's why you have to boycott these games. The All-Star game is in Indiana.
They can't do it by themselves. It has to be like you said. Everybody,
all the players.
Yeah,
especially black players. It's happening now.
It would have to be a unity for that to be done.
So that's all I said. No disrespect. I will pray for them, but as far as keep back going for athlete, not just Angel. This ain't had nothing to do with Angel. Just any person. If they don't show that spirit like Muhammad Ali, I can't get with you. Because now you're not sacrificing anything, and you want us to sacrifice that and get us involved. And guess what? You get involved and somebody death threat you don't have security. Angel and these people have security now. I don't have a security team. So I'm putting myself in danger. I don't get paid. Like she get paid, and I'm just saying I don't have no security. So I'm putting my neck on the line. You putting your neck on the line. K-Sap, everybody putting their neck on the line, and we don't have that.
Well, we don't have it at the moment. Look, we don't have it at the moment. Okay, we rich. But
we rich. You're right. In spirit, and we rich in spirit and rich in life. Yeah. Life is rich.
Big girl said, Miss Goody Two Shoes said, Angel's mom also spoke out about criticism related to the attendance at the LSU preseason game. And Big Girl said, Miss D, Angel doesn't have that type of support. Sometimes you have to move in silence if you allow God to direct your path. Then you can move into the Christ tell you to. You can't move. Sorry.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, yes. Look, I understand that, but look, when you have an example like Muhammad Ali at the time, Jim Brown, Kareem, we have that example. Bill Russell.
Oh,
okay. They spoke up. Bill Russell. Bill Russell at the time was playing in Boston.
Uh-huh.
He was receiving death threats for his family. Okay. back they didn't get paid like that back in the day. They
Yeah.
didn't get security.
Hmm.
He had to handle himself. People actually vandalized his home. So we have an example of that.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's no we come on. I'm not saying don't be like Muhammad Ali, but you have to have that tougher spirit. You got to get some of your other people that's like minded in the WNBA, NBA, and say, you know what, this got to stop.
Yeah. Well, Miss D, it's great to have different opinions
Yeah,
on
yeah,
everything, and you got to see what people yeah, they're not gonna boycott. That's the bonus one.
exactly. But guess what? You're not gonna do that. I can't support it because that means that you just okay. They come down with a ruling, and what they gonna do? It's gonna continue to happen. You have to make a drastic change.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt. They didn't say that it wasn't gonna hurt. It's gonna have to
Yeah.
hurt. You have to make a sacrifice for the younger generation. It's not gonna happen for you. It might happen for like a Juju Watkins or somebody, but you have to make that. So when Juju come in, it could be a little better. But what did I know?
Well, we just gonna like I think that Angel and her mom are doing the best they can do at this time or whatever. We're just gonna have to wait and see what they actually do, and see who stands up, and if they stand up, if they don't, or whatever, and see how it's gonna play into the role of the rest of the season, or whatever and stuff. And we just don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's happening behind closed doors. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what's
He
going to happen.
excited.
Come on, go get your shirt. We don't know what's going to happen, after this and everything. So we just gotta just make sure, like, if you want to do your podcast like that, that's great and stuff. But Miss D, I think you're kind of still.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna
add
focus
some-
on
I
sports.
think you'll add some flavor to it after a while. Oh no.
I'm not. I'm not gonna do the politics no more because they,
I know,
on
yeah,
one
and
level.
everybody can. It sometimes it's too much. So
Well, it's not that. Like I said, I expect certain things for certain athletes. If they don't do that, then I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna just leave you where you at, because we fight for stuff and y'all not fighting for it. And Muhammad Ali is not walking through that door. So I'm looking for a specific action. And we fighting, me and you fighting, KSF fighting, the black community is fighting, and they like, well, I got my money, I got this, I got that, and that, yeah. So just leave it at sports and gossip.
Yeah.
Sports and gossip. That's all I'm gonna do now.
Oh, well, okay. Well, look, you still
I
gonna
watch
come.
all y'all. Y'all go ahead.
Look, you still gonna come in and come to the nurturing corner.
Of course. Look, yeah, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with the main thing.
Look, hey, you have to do things the way that you feel comfortable, and the way.
I'm gonna be neutral. I'm gonna watch not watch it, but if I see a title, I'm like, oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna leave it alone. Like I said, Jason Woodlock. They don't jump on it. All the NBA players to say something negative about the WNBA players. We the ones that jump on them, but they not well. I don't know. Then they jump on Cheryl. They call her what's his name? It was a podcast. Yale's Arena. It's called Cheryl and Andrew. You came off like an angry black woman. Like what? So now we already fighting racists. We fighting some black men. Not all black men, but some black men. You take up Caitlin Clark over Angel and Cheryl Swoops, but the woman never did. You never noticed that the WNBA players never really say anything bad about the NBA players? Do we call them angry black men? As crazy as Draymond Green is, have you saw a WNBA player jump on Draymond? Because Draymond's Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
He's soccer teammates. He he's something else.
Yeah.
So I just had to leave it alone because I realized.
Yeah.
Oh, he was afraid. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. She was afraid he will. So And where's Mariah?
Well, I'll say this. I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna keep like uplifting Angel, even if she has great games, even if it's raining, I'm still gonna continue to
I'm
uplift
gonna
her.
support her on
And
the basketball front.
yeah,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
but politics, just
The
these
drama and everything that
celebrities
happens.
and athletes, they're not thinking what you're thinking. And so, like I said, we haven't had a person sacrifice anything or really be down like Muhammad Ali. Because even I keep saying Jim Brown, when he got older, was saying some crazy stuff, and then Kareem was saying some crazy stuff. So he's the only one that was real. He's the only one that was real. Everybody else, as soon as you give somebody.
I know it could be don't take him out, Momo. It could be hectic to stand up for people, but I don't know any other way to do it. It could be people that I don't even know like that, or people that I do know. That's just the way I've always been.
I understand.
And stuff like that. So I get what you're saying, because to keep seeing it is overwhelming, but just the way for me, just the way other people stand up for me, and that know me and don't know me like that, I have to stand up for someone else I don't either. And I just love doing that because I'm a heart person, Missy. That's why I like covering how the players feeling, good, rain or sunshine. I like the covering like how they play the basketball. I don't know all the stats and stuff like that, but I like the person and then the player for me. So that's probably why I go over like, hey,
I see you got another Caitlin groupie in the chat.
I done deleted him. He just loved this channel.
Man, how do you find these channels?
Anything with her name on it, they're gonna find it.
Okay. Well,
I ignore them. I ignore them because I got time today. I got time to ignore, because I'm gonna enjoy this basketball season, rain or sunshine, and I'm just gonna keep watching my favorite players and keep encouraging them, and I think I put them in timeout. Just keep encouraging them, and just continue to watch you guys cover all the other aspects. But that's what makes us a unity. Like, we all talking about the same thing, but in different ways. So that's what makes it so great, And I think Angel, she's gonna do great. I think this is just a time where she's going through things. I think if it has to come to something, of her mom saying something, she may do it depending on the safety, depending on whatever's going on or whatever. But you can tell she, as far as family and the way she grew up, she has that support. So
yeah, she has support. Yeah, but yeah. I love your channel, and of course I'm still you more nurturing as far as that, but. Like I said, if the players don't do certain things as far as for themselves, then how you expect the fans to support you? And we fighting, and you're not really fighting anything. So that's the issue I have. I mean, that's sad that's happening, and that's sad that everybody jumping on y'all, but y'all not doing y'all part, because this is your job.
I think, and then I think too, everybody does. Some stuff they do public, and some stuff they do in quietness. Be still. They might be in that big be still season, Miss D. We don't know.
You can't be still with this. Can't be still with this. But it's gonna be nasty.
What I'm saying is like, I'm gonna get her FaceTime me. I see Yanni FaceTime me, Kason.
We see about to end it
in a minute. Stay on.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to end it in a minute, but
listen, I got a favor before you leave. I'm gonna try to do a live because I know the games come on late. What? Look, the WNBA, they so silly. You got 3 games at the same time.
When
Why?
tonight? We got 3 games
Yes.
tonight.
Yeah. Same
Oh,
time.
I didn't know what they were talking about up
That's
there about the
crazy.
3 games and stuff.
Yeah. Only why they got the same? Look, I can't watch. I had to rewatch one game on replay because y'all didn't. I got to pick which game I think is gonna be hot.
Yeah, and I know I don't know. I think that I don't know if the Players Club. I think they may be covering one. I know Full Court come on at 10, but I think I don't know if they're covering. Knowing Keisha, she may cover something for the Friday because I remember Bro Claude saying something, but I couldn't.
They might cover one game. They have
Yeah,
it
one.
tonight.
Yeah, because it's a
So,
lot trying to cover game after game after game after game.
yeah. So 7:30, if you get a chance of, I'm doing a live, but can you come up to my live? If I gotta see how I do it, but
Which
I'm gonna talk
one?
about some stuff.
What? Are you covering the game at 7:30?
I'm just talking, just having my opinion, not about this necessarily, but about the teams and what's wrong with my Sky. Well, one of my teams, Sky, and the Aces and the Mystics, and I'm just gonna cover the teams.
Oh, you covering all the teams? Like just giving an
most of the
overall
teams.
view
overall,
of everything?
Overall, yeah.
Are you Eastern time or are you
Eastern?
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we have the same time.
Yeah, we have the same time. Oh, Big Girl said the devil can only attack you through thoughts, ideas, and suggestions. He using angry men to try to kill, steal, and destroy her. But I beg to differ. Our profile was that no weapon formed against angels shall prosper. That's right, Big Girl. You said, girl, if I could blow it up on the screen, you hit it right on the nose. And with that, we're gonna close this up because Big Girl, that was good. Miss D, I was 7:30. Yeah, I'll see what's going on when my daughter and them get back and stuff like that. So yeah, I will come up there, if not right at 7:30, maybe after. I'll keep you posted.
No problem.
Or whatever and stuff like that.
I'm not trying to be too long though. I don't want to be have a long live. I haven't did a live since my alliance, and that's been it's for like 3 months, huh? Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no
usually your alerts come up here. So I'll just check around 7:30.
Just check because I haven't did a community page. I might do a community thing. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. I do it like that. Let me see. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, you set it up. You also can set it up in StreamYard to go at that certain time too if you want to.
I gotta see. I don't. Okay, hold on. I'm on now. Okay, hold on. I don't do it by my phone. I don't know how to do it by my phone. I do it on my computer. I'm on my computer. Hold on.
With the StreamYard.
Yeah.
When you hit and it says you want to do it on your YouTube, it's got your title, your description. Keep going down. At the bottom it says, do you want to select the time? And you can select the time to go live. Big Girl, Kason done, look at these crayons. Kason done had him a field day over here. Picasso.
Did you draw a picture?
Yeah, and I had some special ones which I ain't really used, and him and my grandbaby like the twister crayons. Don't get them for your kids.
I like those. Oh yeah.
Don't twist
the ones that don't mark up nothing.
Yeah, they're twisted crayon right on out the little twister thing.
Oh no, yeah, right. No, don't get those.
Stay over here with the Sharpie when I use it. But yeah, so.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's how you got to do. You'll go, it'll say, what's your title, your description. Then you keep going down. It's right at the bottom before you hit the button to go into I think before you hit the OK button, it's right there. It'll say, do you want to choose a time to go live? Hit recording and it'll be up there. Don't hit go live. Hit don't hit live stream. Hit recording.
Hold on, I'm gonna put a title. Okay, hold on. I'm trying. Hurry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And then it say, "What's your destination?"
Schedule for later. Schedule. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, that's all you got to do when you schedule it. Whatever time you schedule, you're gonna go live at that time. So that's all you do. And if you need to go in there and change it, hey, I'll probably go later because when like sometimes if I see Keisha and them go live or something like that, I went like the other night, I went in there and changed my time. So you can go in there and change your time or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, we all now with everything else like KSAP, Keisha Broplot, they got this stuff down packed. So
I know. So I
with
haven't
the
did it in
other
a
stuff,
while. I
yeah, but
forgot.
Keisha just message Keisha, Miss D, and message all three of them. Somebody gonna get back to you.
Only reason why I didn't message them because I haven't had to pay it yet, and I want to wait till I get to pay it. Yeah.
But he probably could work with you. He can work with you with what you have.
I know. He said, "Look, I wanted to go up there one day. Far as how you do it, how your setup is. Oh, you got to get do the pay first. We can you can come up and be part of the But yeah, I'm gonna get it. I keep saying it's just some things happening right now. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen in the right time. Cause look, you know how you would ask me to drop the link, get you in the box. It took a little minute for me to get you
Even
in
I think
there,
the free is
I had to
easier.
remember
Because there ain't no box. You just come up. Oh, I guess I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I would I text the KSAP and I say how do I get Miss D in the box? How to get everybody in the box? And he was like, he told me what to do. And it's things sometimes like he said, overthinking. So when you take your time, you at ease, you learn, you can just pick it up just like that, and be able to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you about to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll check with you and at 7:30, and then I'll probably do the check on them for the full court trio and everything else.
Okay.
Whatever. So I'll come up there with you about 7:30 for whatever, and then head on to probably Keisha and them chat and then trio. But I haven't seen that's the thing, my alerts, I set my alerts on everybody's stuff, but when it's time for it to come up there, it's not coming up there, and then I have to say notify me. Why am I saying notify me, YouTube? If I
sometimes you have to go back in there and hit the
bell.
Yeah,
why is they doing that?
I don't know.
So I'm with
somebody
that.
That's with the argue with her. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But okay, well, I will check with you about 7:30 on Miss D, and thanks for showing up. Thank you guys in the chat for showing up. Miss D, she said she's done with it, guys.
Well, I'm done with the support. She's done
with the side that I'm doing.
Number one, look, go ahead. Pray for him.
She don't want all that. So look, y'all come over here. I'm a nurture our girl Angel. I'm a nurture her family.
You hold her, I'm gonna knock her out. I'm just playing.
The whole team. And I know they'd be like, oh, here go ADP coming up. She gonna have a nurturing speech. And it's like he said allow me to come up there because I said drop the link. It's when everybody done calm down and I go up there.
Right, because look, we was on Pope and his little mess.
Yeah, y'all were hot.
Right.
Look, y'all was hot, Miss D. Look, y'all weren't playing last night, but y'all was on. It was good to hear everybody's take and just to see a lot of women on the panel, giving their take. It just happened at a great time. And it was it's great, great episode. So like what everybody is doing in the community is great. And you're going to be on your thing too, Ms. D. This little setup right here, I did this one. I just had to figure out where the cameras go. But the first one, my main one, that's the one that, I went to KSAP Learning University School and learned that. But in the beginning, I was still nervous, but once I got comfortable, then I was okay to keep doing it or whatever and stuff like that. So, but you were doing this way before me. You was up on your stuff. Cause I used to go like when Brocard, cause you started, I saw you through Brocard. So, and, then I would go, check your channel and stuff. And sometimes I'll check people's channels and I don't leave a comment.
Also good as long as
and I said like go back, but I didn't know why. But see, you learn why you need to leave a comment because it helps them out.
Yeah.
so I try to make sure I go in everybody. Some I miss. I still got to go back to Brooklyn's and check some of his stuff out too at the same time. But I make sure I got my membership for everybody. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that I know, like that I can pour back into. That's guaranteed, guaranteed each month for them.
Right, that's true.
Or whatever. And I've always been a person like I put others before myself because I know God got my back type of person. So I just sit back and watch Miss D and watch everybody do their thing. And Bro Claw is one of the reasons I'm up here at this time, because usually I don't go live till late. And I said, you know what, little Casey, you can be Picasso and have your snacks. I'm going to go up here because it's something I need to say.
Or you could do it like this: record it and still go into your comments. You can still comment on your recording like it's a live.
Yeah, you remember that's what I actually did when you and K-Sap came up there, and
right.
And I had no idea how I did it, or whatever.
So
and
just
stuff
go
like
back
that.
in your comments. Yeah, just do that more. That's
yeah, I'm gonna, because I have to, it's good that we go live at like this too. But K-Sap said also remember to drop your 10-minute videos and your shorts too. So
Right.
I haven't dropped any shorts this week, so I'm gonna have to drop at least 2 shorts. But mine will be probably not even. Mine's will probably be like less minutes, like talking about what's the best color pencils for your art and stuff like that. So I'll drop that different stuff too, because I want to do. That's why I said life, art, and people, because I can touch on all three,
right.
And stuff like that. But yeah, thank you, Miss D, for showing up.
No problem.
Thank you, Chad, and I'll see you guys tonight. And Miss D, I'll see you at 7:30.
Okay, cool. All right, have a good night. Well,
Thank
see you
you.
later. All right, bye-bye. Bye, Chad.